What's really distinctive about the MA in Medieval and Renaissance culture here at Southampton is the opportunity to study both the medieval and the early modern periods. Very few programmes cover both. You'll either be doing an MA in medieval studies or one in early modern, but you'll have the chance here to think about change and continuity across both periods, from late antiquity right up to the end of the 17th century. You'll also have the opportunity to study a number of disciplines. This is an interdisciplinary programme and it covers English, history, music and archaeology. No other programmes in the country have that distinctive, unique combination of subjects. You can, of course, choose your own interests, follow your own subjects, choose to specialise in one of the disciplines. But I think the chance to think about other disciplines, to encounter things that you may never have thought of before, will really nuance and sharpen your interest and your knowledge of things that you already know about. The other opportunity we offer you is a chance to get out of the city, to get out of the classroom and to study firsthand the archives and material culture of a city such as Rome.
A great advantage of doing an MA here is that we have so many different disciplines on offer. It's good for us, your teachers, because it means that we can share our work across areas. As a Shakespearean, I am interested in performance. I talk to the musicians about musical aspects. I talk to the historians about the historical context for my research. And that makes for an intellectually vibrant community and really good teaching.
On this MA, you'll be expected to take a variety of courses. Firstly, there is the core module from Medieval to Renaissance, Reading the Evidence, which is taught in two parts. The first part concentrates on interdisciplinary study skills. The second part trains you in research skills in paleography and the study of manuscripts. There is also a compulsory language module, so you have a choice of doing Latin, useful for medievalists, or a modern language, which can be useful for accessing foreign scholarship or sources in other languages. Finally, there are a range of optional modules which may be interdisciplinary, such as Remaking Rome, or single discipline options, such as The Medieval Soldier, offered by History, or Shakespeare and His World, offered by English. How will these various courses be assessed? Well, there'll be a long dissertation of 15,000 words where you bring together the research skills learned on the core module. The other courses will be assessed in a variety of ways, sometimes by a long essay, but also perhaps with more inventive assessments, such as a site report connected to the trip abroad, and an editing exercise where you demonstrate your paleographical skills.
Southampton's a great place to study the medieval world. The city is a really important settlement in the Saxon period onwards. There were world-class excavations under the football grounds with great collections in the city museums that are available for student study. There are standing buildings from the 12th and 13th century in the town and great 14th and 15th century fortifications as well. And in addition to that, of course, we're in a region with so much heritage. We've got the great cities of Winchester and Salisbury very close to us, and also the landscapes of the New Forest, which were important medieval hunting parks. So there's so many resources here for student research, student projects, and just for inspiration for your study.
There are lots of opportunities to work with medieval and Renaissance documents and books as part of the MA in Medieval and Renaissance Culture at Southampton. We'll take you, of course, to the on-campus collection that we have in the Special Collections and Archives at the library. Down in the city of Southampton, the City Archive has lots of important records relating to the port's history. But what I'm really excited about is taking students out to a magnificent collection that we have pretty much on our doorstep. Salisbury Cathedral Library and Archives has a wonderful collection of medieval and Renaissance books, and we'll be taking students out to work with those. The kinds of things they've got in that archive are the Salisbury Psalter, which is a 10th century book with an Anglo-Saxon gloss. They've got lots of later medieval and Renaissance books, and they've got a wonderful collection of printed Reformation-related texts from a bequest from 1577. So that's a really wonderful collection right on the doorstep, and it'll be available to our students to use not just in the taught courses, but also for your dissertations and perhaps further work.
On the MA, you'll be taken on a trip abroad to a major European city with significant medieval and Renaissance heritage and collections. In the first year that the MA runs, we will probably go to the great city of Rome and see there the Vatican museums, St. Peter's Basilica, and the Church of San Clemente. Probably you've never heard of San Clemente, but it provides you with an opportunity to go on a journey back into the past through different layers. You'll start in a later medieval church, go down into an early medieval church, and then finally into the ancient streets of Rome. We'll also take you to the archives of the Apostolic Penitentiary, which were only opened up to researchers in 1983. So it's fascinating material from social, cultural and religious history.
You might decide that you want to stay on and do PhD study with us in Southampton too, and there are lots of great opportunities there. We've got in the Centre for Medieval and Renaissance Culture over 30 members of staff in our 4 disciplines of English, history, archaeology and music, so we can supervise a really broad range of topics. We can also put together interdisciplinary supervision teams for interdisciplinary topics with flexible arrangements and supervisors in multiple disciplines. Southampton has got a thriving research culture in this area. We run seminar series in the Centre for Medieval and Renaissance Culture. We run study days and workshops regularly, and these are opportunities for staff and students to get together and share research in progress.